Welcome to Global Talk Show by Business Power Academy, Netherlands. And today we have a very renowned guest from India. And she is none other than Dr. Tamilarasi. Welcome, Dr. Tamilarasi, to our show today.
Thank you, Supriya ji and Global Talk Show for having me here.
Thank you so much. And if I talk about Dr. Tamilarasi, oh my gosh, she is a very talented person. She is an NLP practitioner, coach, genetic brain profiling consultant, which we'll be talking later on this journey, handwriting analyst, and so on. And she's a marvelous person, versatile person, and full of so many, you can say, attributes that we are going to get enlightened in this beautiful journey. So I am so super excited to take this show on and host my lovely guest today, Dr. Tamilarasi. Well, Dr. Tamilarasi, already I have given the spark, but still my global audience would love to know your inspiring and a very motivating, incredible life journey. So kindly enlighten about your life journey and the position and the social position in which you are today, and you are a very successful person. Yes.
Thank you so much for having me here. So to begin with, I just love to share a story with you all. So this is the story of two young men who is working in a company. Both of them, they were working really very hard, and they had a doubt like, we are working really this much hard. Why don't we generate more money? And one point of the time they were talking and discussing, they got a solution like, let us go and meet a saint who's living in a nearby village. And both of them went there. They just shared their story. And the saint, he just closed his eyes. And after a few minutes, he opened his eyes and said, only a cup of rice. So they both came back from that place. One went to the same company. He worked very hardly and also very smartly, and he became the CEO of the same company. And one young man, he went to his very own village. He started his very own agriculture path. He became the most renowned agriculture in the entire city. So one day, these two young men, they were meeting in the market, and they were discussing, no, what I did was right. No, my decision was right. And they again decided to, okay, no problem. Let's go and be the saint again and let's see whose decision was right. Again, they went to the saint. They shared all the stories with the saint. Again, the saint very calmly and peacefully just closed his eyes. And after a few minutes, he opened his eyes. And this time, he mentioned 5 words. So you want to know the 5 words, right? I'll just let you know at the end of the session. So I'm Dr. Tamilarasi. I'm a naturopathy physician. So I have done my post-graduation in emergency medicine with a fellowship in clinical research and scientific writing. So I'm a supportive care oncologist. I'm an international certified child birth educator and consultant. So I do genetic brain profiling. So I'm an handwriting analyst. I'm a neuro-linguistic programming practitioner and a coach. So my journey has started with all sort of limiting beliefs. So I enrolled myself in a college. So it was my pure decision of accepting my father's decision, which turned out to be the most precious moment of my life. So I have enrolled in a college which was not right. There was no facilities, no amenities, no nothing. So I went to that college to start up my UG. And one point of the time, I realized that no, this is not the place. Even though I stay there for years together, this doesn't work out. And then I started to question the management, like, please arrange something for us. We are here to study. So they denied. So they gave me all sort of words like you are a or, you go with every man daily with one man to one place and you are coming the next day. So when we management ask you why you doing all this, you are faking about the management. And they published this in the newspaper. So this happened me to struggle a lot. And I just To get my certificate, I was quitting the college. I sat down in my home for 4 long years. And all these years, I was longing to, can I, will I go to the college at least one day in my life? Will I be it? Will I become a graduate? With all this thought, I was sitting at my home for 4 long years from 2013 till 2016. And in the meantime, this society, they came up with the most beautiful advices like, as a woman, you turn 21, right? What is the need of you studying? Go get married to one educated, rich man. Your life is sorted out. You are very well settled. So I was hearing all this thought. I went into clinical depression. I got autoimmune disorder, which is psoriasis. So I was struggling a lot for 4 long years. At the end of the fourth year, so somehow the government has taken up to sort out the issue, and they changed the college of all the students who were enrolled there, who we are studying there. So they shifted the college, and I thought it is the end point for all my sorrows. From now, it is going to be joy in my life. And once I get into the different college which government has given us, that was a different twist. There I have been questioned like, do you know ABCD? Have you ever came across something called vocabulary and vowels in English language? So I had a question like, will anybody can enroll and get outside of their school without knowing vowels and vocabularies? And I was really putting myself very, very down. I couldn't speak. I couldn't open up my throat and I couldn't speak also. So I kept really very quiet. I was all the time searching for what can I do next? What can I do next? And one point of the time, I was I was into my final year of college. So in that stage, I got an opportunity to publish my research work. Being as a student in All India, like AIMS at Raipur, we went there and I published my research over there as a poster presentation, and which has got special mention over there. So I have done my research on effect of Nadi Yoga in cardiovascular management. So it was a first international conference on heart health and yoga. So I submitted this research over there, and again there was a clash with my professor. She wanted me to put her name in the research. I was like, no, ma'am, I cannot do this. So I was very strongly standing over there, and many things happened as a result of that. So I even by that time I thought, yes, we have came into the final year. This moment we are finishing up the college, we are entering into a different world. Let me be myself. Let me give mood to the society. Let me prove that I am not what all those people around me said. And again, COVID came. So government announced like doctors who can volunteer, you can step inside the COVID field and you can work. And everybody was silent. That was the first wave of COVID, and all of us became silent. Some instinct was inside me told, see, Tamil, you got a special, good, great opportunity. So I was researching about COVID virus and the management when I was doing my internship. So I was in house surgeon by that time when COVID was peaking and started to spread. So I was working in the research department for a month. So I was I was searching about COVID virus, how to manage it and what is the nature of it and how can you handle with naturopathy and yoga. And I got a solution. So when there was an opportunity, something like that, they say like you put a dog in a cave, you place biryani and all those, leg fleshy pieces in front of the dog, you close the cave. This dog, will wait for the right moment to open the cave. And once the cave is opened, dog will go and grab it anything and everything, whatever it can, beyond its limit. So that is what I done. So when my professor said, yes, you can come and work here, I am the dog. Just she opened the lock of my cave. I went there and grabbed all opportunities I can. So I am the first house surgeon from naturopathy and from Indian medicine to work in the COVID field. So I worked continuously for 11 long months. So I work majorly with the women who are suffering with COVID and giving birth, who are planning for the birth. So I worked in all the major departments in medicine in Chennai, and I touched 92,000 COVID lives. So
Wow.
I,
Dr.
yeah.
Tamilarasi, this is really, really incredible. And your journey, because when I saw your profile, it was so, lucrative. And I thought, okay, it may be a great profile, but the way you told about, and even you told the challenges in this incredible life journey, this is really, really awesome. And the way you handled those conflicts, that is the most beautiful thing in your journey. So I must say you're a very, very strong person. And people who are watching us live on the Global Talk Show, or who are going to watch this video later, they are going to get lot of inspiration from your life. And if ever they will stuck up in their life, they are going to remember your incredible life journey and going to move on. Well, this is really, really awesome to know. And yes, you are full of, versatile, so many good qualities and great qualities, which we are going to discover later on in this journey. But still, I want to know, since you are telling me your incredible life journey, what sort of other challenges you had faced when you were just moving into your career. I would love to know those things. Yeah. And how you handled that will add beauty to this question or answer, you can say. Yeah.
So thank you for such a beautiful question. To answer that, the major problem which I faced when I was at home, longing and waiting to, can I, with all sort of doubts and question to myself, will I enter the college at least one day? So what I was doing on that days is I used to hide myself inside a room. That time duration, that peak time where people go to their workplace from their home between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. I have never ever stepped out, even out of the room which I was living. And also in the evenings between 4 and 7, I have never ever stepped out of my room, thinking that if someone come and ask me, what will be the answer? Especially to the question like, what are you doing? I have no answer because I'm not doing anything. I was just ideally crying all day long. And one point of the time I realized that it is me. I am the hero. I am the heroine in my very own story. Nobody even dared to think about me. It was only me putting myself down with all these limiting thoughts and limiting belief that if someone asks, I have no answer to tell. So what I did is one point of the time, I finally start to be bold. A statement called dare to be bold. I stepped out and I said, yes, I have issue with my college. Yes, I'm sitting idly at my home only for this day, not tomorrow, not next moment. This is happening only at this moment. You ask me whatever question you want, I'm ready to answer. That moment and this boldness and the statement, dare to be bold, stuck very deeply inside my mind. I saw the shift in my personality. So, in the meantime, when I was mourning, I gained nearly weight up to 92 kgs. And once I decided this and I let go of anything and everything which is not serving me, and at that moment, I lose my weight, I became very healthy. I became into my ideal self, which I was used to be before and which I am longing to be. And I reached that shape and size and I became very confident. I was walking with the confidence and none of them asked me, what are you doing? They were like, how are you? You look good. And that motivated to be dare to be bold and dare to be raw in this world where you can be anything and everything. I choose to be myself. So that is the only statement and the way that made me to handle many things.
Wow, Dr. Tamilarasi, really, this is so inspiring that you had faced n number of challenges, sometimes in the form of your work, or when you said, when you were just sitting and you were thinking, will I will enter in a college, and those thoughts. And it was not at all, you could say, a very easy journey to come out of those depressions, to come out of those thoughts. But at last, all well that ends well. Now you are coming, your accounting has been done in a very successful person of the world, I will say, because I have seen your work and you're flawlessly growing in your naturopathy. Because since in India, I have seen you are the person who are doing wonders in naturopathy, where people are struggling, and your genetic profile, brain profiling consultant. That is really great one. And I must hats off to your courage, your determination, and most important thing in life, your consistency. That will always helps you to motivate and always start forward towards your dream. So thank you so much for this loveliest answer, Dr. Tamilarasi, because you have inspired today millions of people today, and people are going to cherish your incredible journey whenever they will droop down. So thank you so much for this great journey. Well, Dr. Tamilarasi, I would love to ask your work which you are doing currently, and also what is actually genetic profile brain profiling consultant, because it's really new for me and also for my global audience. So kindly enlighten your work. What are you into? Naturopathy, I know you are in a vast ocean of work which you are doing, but since we would love to know and we want to leverage your work in the form of blessings in our life too, so kindly enlighten us too.
Thank you so much. So, genetic brain profiling is based on the concept in science called dermatoglyphics, which means we have finger, right? So, in each finger, we have different finger patterns, fingerprint patterns. And these patterns, they start to grow when we were 12 weeks inside the womb. We say intrauterine life. So from the 12th week of intrauterine life, these fingerprints and these patterns start to grow, and it completes by 27th week. In the meantime, the brain also gets developed. So these five fingers, right? So these five fingers, each finger will be in synchronization with one lobe of the brain. So for example, if we take this thumb finger, this finger will be in synchronization with prefrontal cortex, an area in the brain which is responsible for taking action. And this index finger, it is in synchronization with frontal lobe, which is responsible for thoughts. So as such, all the five fingers will be in synchronization with the brain waves. So we have a scanner, and when we scan each finger, up to this place, we say intracarpal, first intracarpal joint. So until this, if we scan, we will find a pattern of waves. And majorly, we can see four patterns. So which will be like an arch. We say it as reflection, reflective kind of person. Second one will be like of U loop, like a loop, the size of your thumb finger. So these person, they will be, we term them as affectionated person. And there will be one more thing called a whirl, like a whirl. You throw a stone in the pond, it will go like a whirl, right? The same way we have a kind of pattern which we call it as whirl, and they were cognitive person. And there is one more pattern called S. It will be in the form of S, double loop. So we say these persons are diplomats. So based on which kind of pattern is present on which finger of yours, on scanning that, you can analyze the personality, and we can counsel them to where they can start to grow, or where they can put more effort on, and which area of their life or which area of their career will be easy for them without even putting any work. So this is all about genetic brain profiling. So we are majorly giving this to school students and college students, where this helps them to find their niche. And if their niche, they think it is different, and on scanning, they find their thing, and they will put their effort on the right thing, the right kind of environment. So this will be helpful for parents to parent their child. So when some young boys and girls get into relationship, and they choose to move forward in their relationship, they can take a print of their fingerprint, and they can sit and talk. This is me, this is you. We both can work on this aspect so that our relationship grows. So there are many people who were my colleagues who were practicing, and they used to tell me that using this finger pattern after scanning this and explaining to the couples, many divorces has been stopped and prevented because they are making to understand that this is you, and this is the place where you need to work to catch up or patch up with your partner the way they work. So this is like explaining you your very own blueprint. And the most important thing is it is just a blueprint. You can make your interior decors most beautifully every time the way you need by putting in the work.
Wow, this is really a very unique thing you have enlightened us, Dr. Tamilarasi, because yes, because we don't know what kind of pattern which we all are having and how can we control our relationship or enhance our relationship with our partner. So this is really great one, and I am sure after knowing this, your great quality, we can, we can enhance so many things in our life and we can become the best version. So I will request my global audience, if you really want to flourish or progress in your relationship or any kind of your career, if you are confused about your niche area, so you can contact Dr. Tamilarasi. She is going to help you and she can guide you and she can help you in making the best version of yourself. So thank you so much, Dr. Tamilarasi. And besides this, also, we would love to know about your work, which you are dealing into today's. And since you're a naturopathy, you belongs to a vast group of naturopathy. So what are your courses? What are you open to? So kindly enlighten that too.
So yeah, so I am designing a 12 weeks program called 12-week remission program, which will be very, very useful for the people who want to, get into their ideal size, who suffers with diabetes, menstrual disorders, and who is suffering with hypothyroidism, with Alzheimer's, and also people who want to make their lifestyle very healthy. So I believe that we always concentrate on making the external environment good and beautiful, right? We used to buy things, decorate the home where we are living in. So we used to put all these kind of pouches and make our mobile beautiful, our belongings beautiful. And I always, in my practice, the core which I place is concentrating on developing a beautiful internal environment, so where the entire cell inside your body becomes very healthy. So we are a combination of 5 to 6 trillion cells, and they share everything with love. So when viewed in the biophoton camera, they found that many scientists, after many experiences, they found that every cells hold their hand together, they jump together happily. So it is our mistake of thinking that we are protecting ourselves. We somehow ending up in the name of healthy and natural too, we are overdoing it nowadays. So once I realized this, and once I finished my college and stepped into my consultation works and practicing medicine, so I always concentrate on fixing your internal environment where you become very healthy. So we say health is physical, mental, spiritual, and social well-being. So everything starts from the physical. So when you become very healthy and you dust off all those things you have extra inside your system, your overall look becomes healthy. The way we talk, the way we walk, that becomes healthy, so that we inspire people to be healthy also. They will tell, see, I saw this person from this, she has moved that. So the best example is you, Supriya. I just love the way you transform your transformation, the energy, the work you put in was amazing, was mind blowing. So one day I was showing you and I was discussing, my one of my patient was like, I cannot do this, I cannot do this. I literally showed you and said, you know who she is. She has done such an amazing thing. You can also do it. So I have said you are already an inspiration, and I was showing you to my patient. They were like, oh, really? Yes, I will do this. I will do that. And so, keeping all this in mind, I have started 12-week remission program. So, which will be starting from June 1st, and it will be till August 8th. So, where I will give you diet. So, I concentrate on 4 things: diet, sleep, stress, and exercise or yoga. So, I'll give you a good diet protocol, and I will, I'll give 3 sessions of yoga. So 3 days in a week, you have to, practice yoga for 40 minutes. And weekly once we have de-stressing session. So your progress will be monitored every single day. And at the end of every week, you will get an, graph of your very own evolution and transformation. So this is the program which I am having. And also I am planning to give 2 programs which will be of completely free of cost. So I am planning to have a group called Swasthya Edge. Swasthya is wellness. Edge is union. So wellness union, where the program will be between 5:30 a.m. to 6 a.m., where I will be giving meditation and many mindful practices for free. So we will get together. So we all will meditate. We all become very mindful. We all will be, empower and equip ourselves very strong to influence our upcoming generation. This is one of the program. And also one more thing is there is a practice, Japanese traditional practice called Jin Shin Jitsu. So I am giving even that program. It will be for 30 days by the time 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. So yeah, I have charged very less for this, keeping in mind that I have to spread the wellness of the people and I have to bring them close together using naturopathy, and I have to influence every single being to be an inspiration.
Wow, this is really, really marvelous, great, ravishing one. And I will also request my global audience, if you really want to enroll yourself in such great life transforming programs. So this is a golden chance. Go and grab it. And I am also the person who is going to enroll it. So that's really, really great. Dr. Tamilarasi, you are doing fabulous work. Keep doing that. And thank you so much for enlightening this beautiful life transforming course which you are going to onboard in June. So people must be awaiting and people must be exciting to go into this journey. So awesome journey, Dr. Tamilarasi. Thank you so much for this great, great, great answer. Well, moving to this beautiful life journey of global talk show by none other than Dr. Tamilarasi, I would love to know straight away, what is Dr. Tamilarasi mission? What's your mission, Dr. Tamilarasi? Yeah.
So, so my mission in life is I am working every single day to create that healthy environment, internal environment to every single person who I meet. So I would love to stick my mission to the greatest saying of Albert Einstein, who said, the greatest doctor in future will treat you with no medicine. So that is the greatest mission I hold in my mind, where I can give you a environment where there is no medicine free, stress free childbirthing, and also that environment where you can understand who you are, you can equip yourself in whatever you are, and you can be an inspiration. Because I believe strongly that we lived by raising others. So that is the greatest mission I hold.
Exactly. We live by raising others, and you are doing a great, 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 great raising by millions of people you're inspiring today. So this is, and I wish you all the best, Dr. Tamilarasi, for such a great mission and vision in your life. Keep doing that and keep flourishing the environment and the society and of course humanity. So this is really wonderful to know your dreams and your vision. Well, before I say goodbye and before I move into my next journey, Dr. Tamilarasi, people are waiting for your loveliest message and so that they can imbibe in the field of positivity and they can make their life wonderful. So, loveliest message by Tamilarasi. Yes.
So if you could remember when I started, I just told you that the word of the 5 word of the saint. So I would love to say the word. This time when these 2 young men who went to the saint, they were sharing, I grew this, I did this. This saint, he calmly closed his eyes, opened his eyes after a couple of minutes, and he said, only difference in thought. He said, only difference in thought. So what I wish to tell to you, to all the audience, beautiful people present over here is, dare to be bold, dare to be different. Different in the sense of whatever you want to do it for yourself and be yourself. So nowadays we can see, right, people modeling, doing this, doing that. I want to be that, be this. In this world of differences and modeling, you be your own self. That is the difference which I wish to say. Dare to be different and dare to be bold. Always put your health first. Put yourself a priority. That is the need. That is the need. Nobody in this entire world care about us. It is an eventual truth which I learned after going through so many experiences in my very own life. Speak for yourself, stand for yourself, be different, be bold, and you will be a definite inspiration for everybody around you. So that is what I wish to tell all the audiences.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this beautiful, enlightening session, which has opened up so many eyes and brain also. And really, you have touched our soul today. Thank you, Dr. Tamilarasi, for such an engaging, enlightening, and innovative journey which you had shared today. So, and we would love to enroll ourselves to your program, because this is really great when you are focusing on your health, because definitely this is the biggest precious wealth of your life too. So thank you so much once again for coming to our show. Thank you so much.
So thank you so much. My immense gratitude to Global Talk Show and all the audiences for lending me your ears and your time. Thank you.
Bye-bye, everyone. Stay happy, hale and hearty, and take care of your health too. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everyone.